Hello! Today I'm going to be talking about lack versus abundance mindset and why it matters to you. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I'm Kimberly. I'm a life coach who's sharing tools and techniques to help you get more clarity around what you really want from life and the confidence to help you achieve it. So, welcome. Let's get started with this topic. So, mindset. When I was younger, this really wasn't something that I was aware about, that I really thought about consciously. And that might be the case for you. You might not have really thought of mindset in this way, or you may be familiar with it. But basically, what mindset is what you are focusing on. It's the perspective that you're coming from. So the way I like to explain this is often we will just react to situations. So, for example, a friend might say something that's not very kind, they might say something hurtful. And you, for example, might get really, really angry. They might say it when you're on the phone and you might hang up on them and for days think, why did they say that? That was really hurtful. That wasn't a kind thing for them to say. And often that's where we leave it. We think that that's just how life is. We think that we don't have any choice over that. But actually, if we took the situation and we said, how would 100 different people act in that situation? What you'd likely find is that each person reacts slightly differently to the same thing. So it could be that someone gets upset and cries and is really sad about it. It could be that someone says, okay, thanks, very nonchalantly. Or it could be that someone says, wow, are you okay? It's very unlike you to say something like that and really dig in and be curious about what's wrong with the person. Which tells us that actually, in between that, we have a choice. And that's where this lack versus abundant mindset comes in. When we are coming from a lack mentality, our thoughts around situations tend to be more negative. They tend to be focusing on how the person has hurt us. They tend to be thinking about blame, or they tend to be thinking about how we haven't got enough, or we aren't enough, or we need to be getting more. It's very much looking at the glass being half empty, which is okay. It's a way to live. An alternative way to live and an alternative perspective is from an abundant mentality. And what that means is we're looking for opportunities in every situation. We're looking for how we can connect with someone, like the example of asking, are you okay? What's going on? Why did you react that way? We're looking for how can we grow? That's the focus of an abundant mindset. So let's say glass half full. And as I say, there's nothing right or wrong about it. But what you will notice is people with a lack mentality tend to be the people who are struggling. They tend to be the people who something bad is always happening to them because they are struggling with what's going on and what they are focusing on. They are really focusing on the negatives in their life. And oftentimes they are struggling to see the bigger picture and what else is around. Whereas if you're looking at things with an abundant mindset, you're much more likely to be happier. You're much more likely to be able to deal with situations when they come up and they might be uncomfortable or they might be upsetting. But someone with an abundant mindset is able to deal with them much better. So that's the difference. And it really matters to you if you want to be successful in any area of your life. That doesn't just have to be money, it could be your health, it could be your family and your relationships, it could be any area of your life. And really, the simplest way to flip from a lack mentality over to an abundant mentality is gratitude. Is to look around in your life, and to begin with, you'll have to do this very consciously. Look around in your life for the things that you're grateful for. What do you have enough of? You have a roof over your head, you're breathing, you have food on the table. All of these things are simple, but when you start to look for those things that are good, what you focus on grows. It's a matter of perspective. So I'd love to hear from you. Where are you on the scale between complete lack mentality to really abundant mindset? And what I'd like you to do is to think about that and work out where in your life you would like to perhaps move a little bit more towards the abundant mindset. Drop me a comment on which area of your life that is that you'd like to do that on. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you found this valuable, and I look forward to seeing you next week.